Hello everybody, it's Jordan here with the Wednesday update. Our shipment was a little late because as you may have noticed by looking out a window, it was crazy outside, a bit of a blizzard, so the truck that had all our comic books, it didn't arrive until today. So thank you for being patient. Without further ado, here are all the comic books that are coming out. Here's a little screen of all the comic books in case you just want to pause here and quickly scan over them instead of listening to me prattle on and on. Alright, let's jump in. Aerosmith Behind Enemy Lines #1, it's a revival of a series that first launched in 2003, so new Image Comics series. Amazing Spider-Man 86. My goodness, is he ever covered in spiders on this cover. If you want a variant where he's not covered in spiders, here is a semi-romantic, getting stitched up variant we still have, so you can come and get that one if you're quick. An issue 1 of Angel, new 2022 series from Boom Studios. Next we have Batman the Knight #1, gonna be a lot of #1s this week. Chip Zdarsky is starting off his new Batman series. It's gonna be a 10-part series total, and it's gonna be an origin story for Bruce Wayne, connecting some of his childhood to his youth. Another #1, Ben Reilly's Spider-Man, issue 1. The return of Ben Reilly, the clone of Peter Parker. First action figure I ever had was of Ben Reilly. Next up, we have the penultimate issue of Black Manta, issue 5 out of 6. It's going to be the prelude to Aquaman, so don't miss it. Next up, we have issue 5 out of 8 of Blue and Gold. Is this good? Somebody tell us in the comments. Next up, we have a brand new series coming out this week, Bolero #1. I read the description on the back of this series, and it says, a woman running away from a broken heart discovers a mother key to parallel universes with very specific rules attached. Sounds very artsy and cool. Be sure to check it out. Next up, we have issue 5 of Kanto, which has a very shocking cover. I'll be here all week, except I won't. Will be doing this next week, and there will be less punny jokes, I promise. Catwoman issue 39. In this issue, Catwoman goes undercover as exactly what it looks like on the cover. Next up, we have The Death of Doctor Strange, X-Men Black Knight #1. A comic book with 3 titles. How about that? Next up, we have Defenders #5. Devil's Reign for X-Men #1. We're continuing the Devil's Reign crossovers. Very cool Kingpin event. Check it out if you haven't already. Next up, we have Detective Comics issue 1049. This current Detective Comics storyline doesn't actually have Batman in it. It started off on issue 1047, and it's a pretty good storyline. I really like the covers they've done for that. And look at that, it's in the store, so if you want to start off on the series, there you go. Come quick. Next up, we have Mindbreaker #4. It's a Dungeons & Dragons comic. Be sure to check it out if you like Dungeons & Dragons. Next up, we got Green Lantern #10, a very cool variant we have with all the yellow lanterns in the store right now. If you want to get it, go fast. Next up, we have Icon and Rocket, Season 1, Issue 5. And look at that, they got a little electric heart around them. Looks like there's some electricity between them. Okay, I'll stop. The Heathens, Issue 3, another Aftershock series. Here is a big one, Hulk Issue 3. So this series has already been absolute fire, very good. But this particular issue, Issue 3, has the first cameo appearance of a new villain referred to as the Hulk's version of Null. We're going to see the big bad for this series, and who knows how big it'll be. King Spawn issue 6. Spawn is huge right now. New movie coming out, so everyone's quite excited. Lady Mechanica #2. I haven't actually read this series yet. If it's any good, please let me know. Moon Knight issue 7. Looks like we're gonna have a very cool brawl in a bar with lots of different characters. I know that trailer came out and people are hyped for this Disney Plus series. I hope it's good. I'm glad to see he's fighting werewolves. He looks a little CGI. I don't like when the costume's completely CGI all the time. Hopefully that's not going to be the case, but who knows. I'm hyped anyway. He's fighting werewolves. It's cool. Shut up. Miles Morales, issue 34. We also have a very cool variant for this series right now where there's these, I don't even know what these are. There's these cool creatures behind them. If you're reading Miles Morales Spider-Man, let me know what these things are. Very cool looking. Next up, we have Nightwing issue 88. In this issue, we have a debut of a new Nightwing suit, so if you're a Nightwing fan, don't miss it. We also have this very romantic variant cover, so next we have Out issue 4 out of 5, almost done. If you like stories about ancient evils being awakened by Nazis, then this story is for you. Phoenix Song Echo issue 4. If you're missing out on this series, there's a trade paperback coming out for it pretty soon, so. Regarding the Matter of Oswald's Body #3. We are regarding the matter of reading this comic book, and if you are reading it, let us know what you think about it. We are curious. Robins, issue 3 out of 6. Very cool cover where they're in the Joker's bloody smile, so fun stuff. A Righteous Thirst for Vengeance, issue 4. I've been hearing really good things about this. It's a crime series from the same writer as Deadly Class, and I really like Deadly Class, so I'll have to check this one out. I haven't yet, but soon. Alright, buckle up folks, we got 3 number 1s, all coming out that all start with the letter S. S number 1, She-Hulk. It's got a very eye-catching yellow background, and there's going to be a resurrection of a specific character in this first issue, so don't miss it. S number 2, we got Silk, issue 1. She gets her very own series once again. So we are going to have a new villain introduced in this issue. It's going to be an ancient witch. A lot of people looking for Silk issues right now, as she's confirmed to be in Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, that new Spider-Verse sequel. And if you are one of those people looking for key Silk issues, we actually have the first appearance of Silk in the store. Used to be $300, it's gone down to $250 because we love you. And S number 3, we got Silver Surfer Rebirth number 1. This is going to be a 5-issue limited series that teams up Silver Surfer and Thanos. We have a couple Star Wars issues in a row. Star Wars The High Republic, issue 13, as well as Star Wars The High Republic Adventures. It's a one-shot we got here right now. Suicide Squad King Shark, issue 5. We actually only got these variant issues here right now, but I love this variant of King Shark eating an ice cream cone with a little girl. It's very cute. We also have this one of John Cena as Peacemaker from the new Peacemaker series on HBO, so be free to check that out too. Next up, we got issue 7 of Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow. This is a very cool comic book. It's a store favorite. I know me, Bryn, and Will are all reading it. It's a very cool revenge story. Supergirl has a sword, there's dinosaurs, there's a whole bunch of things that happen. It's getting near the end. Be sure to check out the trade paperback when it comes out soon, if you haven't read it already. Superman, Son of Kal-El, issue 7. This cover looks very inspired by the times we live in right now. Next up, we have issue 125 of Teenage Mutant Punk Frogs. They tricked me, they did. It's Punk Frogs. Very cool cover. I'd never heard of these guys before. Apparently, it's their first team appearance in the mainstream continuity, so be sure to check out this new TMNT for the Punk Frogs. Here's another big one, Venom issue 4. This series has also been absolute fire. I'm hoping we learn more about this villain they've been teasing. Apparently this is going to be a second cameo app of one of the characters they introduced, so you're going to want to pick up this one for sure. And last but certainly not least, we're going to leave off with some Wonder Womans. We have Wonder Woman issue 783, and we have Wonder Woman Evolution, a miniseries. We're on issue 3 out of 8. Apparently she's guilty. Alright, let's be sure to check out these new graphic novels as well. There's a couple new ones. There's this one called Junk Wraith. It looks very Adventure Time-like. I like the art style. Very cool. Apocalypse 91, which I had never heard of until now, but I peeked inside, and yeah, it actually does look pretty cool as well. We also got our first trade paperbacks for the new Spider-Man story. I haven't caught up on Spider-Man yet, but probably will with this new trade paperback. That's it from me. Thank you for listening, and we'll see you next week. I won't be doing this, so if you hated this, don't worry about it. Oh, I did forget to mention one thing, actually. We got comic bags and boards in. If you're one of those people that were like, I need comic bags and boards, we all have. There's been such a shortage, and thank God they're back. Thank you. So, yeah, if you need those comic bags and boards, come on in. We'll hook you up.